Welcome back to the Male Sigma. These are 8 times officers caught something on their body cams that nobody can explain. And the more you look at the footage, the less any of it starts to make sense. Case 1. The voicemails. On the morning of March 11th, 2026, a man in Florida walks up to a police officer in a parking lot with his phone already in his hand.
Hi.
I'm just wanting to document everything that's going on. So I'm pulling up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to go through these again, but I don't know if you listen to them. It's scary.
What is going? Clearly something's going on with her. Like that's not normal behavior.
I don't know how you make your voice sound like that.
Right.
He isn't there to report a crime against himself. He just wants everything documented on the record because of what he woke up to the night before.
Okay, so you had them last night when these voicemails were coming in?
And I saw them this morning. And that is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times.
Right.
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
That doesn't sound like she's in her right state of mind at all.
In the space of a single hour, his ex-wife had called him 17 times and left 9 voicemails. The 2 of them were married for years, and the kids they share are the only reason he still has any contact with her at all. Has moved on, he has a new partner and a new life. But when he starts playing the voicemails back for the officer, the sound coming out of the phone doesn't land like a message at all.
Do me a favor and play them.
No, you help me.
Play the other one.
Okay, we're up to 7 on here.
Oh, respect the mama. Please, for mom. You help me.
145. This is 146.
You will say your honor. You're 3. You get it. You fucking the fucking nuggets. Come on. You can't you fucking make it ready. Never you kill the family. You kill
47.
I wanted you marry him back, and you want everybody to tell for your love. You are alive. You know that. You're really alive. You're alive. You're alive.
47. 149.
It's screaming, crying, a voice begging for help and saying that someone has been killed, twisted and stretched until there's barely anything human left in it.
This is 154.
The officer goes quiet while it plays, then he asks the man more than once if he's completely certain that voice belongs to his ex-wife. He says he's certain nobody else has that number and nobody else is calling him. But the part that clearly frightens him most isn't the screaming itself, it's what he can hear buried underneath it. His kids are sometimes with her when these calls come in, and he admits he can't always tell whether he's listening to his ex-wife on that recording or his own. Daughter later that day, the officer drives out to her house to check on her. According to the report, she had already gone back and deleted some of her calls from that night. She grew agitated the second the officers arrived, and she was arrested for obscene communication, a form of stalking, with a court date set for early May. When the footage was uploaded online, the comment section landed on the same word over and over: demonic. Thousands of people were convinced the voice wasn't a woman having a breakdown at all, but something that had gotten inside her and started speaking through her. There's no way to prove a thing like that, obviously, and there's nothing on the recording that cleanly rules it out either. What you're left with is a custody dispute, a visit from the police, and 9 voicemails that most people can't make it through to the end. Case 2, the old Liberty High School. 2 brothers run a channel where they spend their nights inside abandoned buildings, calling out to whatever they think might still be inside.
At Liberty High School, it is documented that the staff would use a method called the sin box, an extremely small room designed to mimic the effects of a solitary confinement cell. So these children being placed in solitary confinement rooms during school, bro. No. During school. That would piss me off and make me miserable. So imagine the energy that's locked into this place. If a child misbehaved, the staff would shove children inside a tiny room overlooking the gymnasium, and would even put a board alongside the open wall, shrouding the room in complete darkness. Imagine you're stuck all day in like a few feet by few feet room, and all you can do is just think about what you did.
Back when the school was still open, the staff used to punish kids with something they called the sin box, a tiny room built above the gymnasium that was so small a grown man can touch both walls at once. If a child misbehaved, they'd be locked inside it, and a board would be slid across the open side to seal them in complete darkness for the rest of the school day. The brothers read all of this out loud before going in. Next voice, voice 7.
Oh, I'm so nervous. God, dude. At night, this thing is terrifying, bro.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is gonna be terrifying, man.
Let's go to the Liberty School. If there's anybody here, any spirits, children, teachers, principals, janitors, we're here to talk to you tonight. Don't be scared of us. Feel free to make any kind of noises you want. Hello? Can you walk towards us? Bat.
Ooh, dude.
Bird.
What the hell was that?
It's bat.
It is a bat. Oh.
Oh no, this isn't good.
No, that's not good.
This isn't good. Oh crap.
Hey, bat.
Hello?
Hey, mister. It's right there. You see it? Mr. Bat? Mr. Bird? Okay, it's
Oh,
a dove.
it's a dove. Pigeon.
It's a pigeon. We got him. Hey, buddy.
Keep exploring, bro. We are in the same floor as the sin box.
Oh, dude, the sin box.
Right here.
Dude. So this is the box. It's basically the press box for the gymnasium. They actually lock kids who misbehave.
Standing outside while the sun sets, and one of them says what everyone watching is already thinking, that a place like that holds onto whatever happened inside it. They head in as it gets dark, and for a while it's the usual stuff: empty rooms, flashlights, equipment that beeps for no clear reason. At one point a pigeon flies out of the dark and scares them so badly one of them almost runs, and then their devices start answering back.
Eerie feeling. I don't like it. Can we keep walking, dude?
Yeah, let's just keep walking.
Okay. I hope that was a bat clear down there, but I 100%. Sure. Oh, go across the middle of that hallway. Yes, dude.
We should go check it out.
Anyone down here with us? We're here to communicate. sounds and the running.
How do you explain like 10 running footsteps?
No. Let's, since we're getting a kind of weird things over here, let's just sit up in the middle, but you're all around us and see what happens. Alright, so now we're sitting in the third floor hallway. The REM pod just went nuts, so now it's time to see exactly what is up here with us right now. Can you go like that, bro? Again? 3, 2, let's get that live. So you guys look at Noah's camera, that is what we're seeing right now. Can you touch that REM pod again, that red light?
Touch one of our pieces of equipment.
Dude! Bro, what the hell was
I
that?
just saw a ball of light right in front of me.
No way.
Yeah, it was like, it looked like a freaking like a plasma.
Dude, what was that bang?
I don't know, that was loud.
Yeah, it was like... Oh my
God!
Back away if we heard your voice! Was that someone else? Can you touch that again? When you heard the kid's voice, what was happening again?
I don't know. But that was a clear voice.
Yeah, it was like, hey! It was like, hey! It was like weird. And then the freaking REM pod went off, detecting an energy surge.
Begins pulling single words out of the static. When one of the brothers asks how someone ended up here, the box says stranded. When he asks what happened, it says homicide. And then it says homicide again. A motion sensor their own father built for them, meant to light up. When something crosses in front of it, suddenly goes off with nothing there, and then dies completely at the exact same second as their camera and 2 other devices. Music, as if something in that room needed the power more than they did down in the basement. It doesn't stop. One of them feels something touch his leg. When there's nothing, their footsteps that aren't theirs can be heard coming from floors they know are empty.
Jake! Oh my God, Jake!
Was that inside?
Yeah.
Shh.
Get down here now. Now get down here, dude.
No, you come with me, bro. That was on my level. Call the cops on my phone now. Call the cops. Call the fucking cops. Call the fucking cops. Just get down. Turn the lights off. I'm at the old Liberty High School. There's shots fired. Please come here quick. Kind of, but not really. I just hear them. I heard them mess with them.
And then standing in the cellar, one of the brothers hears what is certain are gunshots outside, 7 of them close somewhere in the parking lot. He runs to find his brother. They hear something rattling the one door in the building that actually locks, and they do the only thing that makes sense. They call the police. This is where it stops being a normal ghost hunt.
And we just heard the gunshots right outside, and I ran up here, and then I hear the internal sounds like it outside by the north side. Thank you all.
Yep.
We go over here? No, we have nothing.
Are you callers?
Yeah, we are.
So what happened?
Well, we're in here filming the ghost video of all things, and I was kind of standing down here in the cellar, and it sounded like it had to have been like in this parking lot, just like 7 shots. So I ran up to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and that's when we were like, yeah, we should probably call. The gunshots were all here. The rattling on the door and the footsteps were in the gymnasium, which is right over here.
Sheriff's office, security here, make yourself known.
Over here, like I heard it on that staircase.
I heard the noises, like, I don't know, because I was in the damn box. So
You didn't hear the noises, like the gunshots?
No, that's why I screamed.
Jay!
It was literally in that window during the EVP session, and they were right here.
Are you serious?
For real.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what? For real.
So right there on the second floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that, what would that be? The east wall. And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like dark across.
Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
You have
And then we were
Bodycam?
like, no. But we were talking about
Dude.
you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there. And all of a sudden we heard.
The officers arrive and clear the building like there's a real intruder inside because as far as they know someone just fired 7 shots and tried to force a door, but they find nothing, no shell casings, no shooter, no other footprints in the dust. The brothers explain what they were doing in there, and the cops take it surprisingly well. Then while they're all still inside, the officers go quiet. One of them says he heard footsteps moving along a wall on the second floor soft end, quick heading toward the end of a hallway. As he lowers his flashlight toward the sound, he watches something at the far end of the hall go dark like a shape stepping out of his light. He asks the brothers more than once if they are absolutely sure there's nobody else in the building. They tell him, no, there's no one else in there. After that, the officers leave, not slowly, and not to go write up a report, but quickly telling the brothers that if they hear anything else, they better hope it turns out to be a real person. Then wishing them good luck on the way out. Whatever fired those shots was never found. No suspect, no shell casings, no explanation for the 7 bangs picked up on the brothers' own audio. What's left on camera is 2 trained police officers walking into a building expecting an armed man, finding nothing they could arrest, and choosing to walk right back out into the dark instead of staying to figure out what they just seen.
Case 3. The Mausoleum. Some places stay with a person because of who they belong to. For a paranormal investigator named Terry, the building she walked into in May of 2022 belonged to Josh, her partner, who had spent years working there as a night security guard.
Come on, guys, got a special treat for you. Terry's gonna be doing this solo. You guys enjoy what's about to come.
She went in alone, no team, no spirit box, just a flashlight and a camera with Josh watching the live video from outside.
Okay, so out of all the, I'm not going to talk, you guys, I'm going to be quiet. Out of all the places I have ever been to and investigated, this is the creepiest place. This place had the most feeling to it, is what I can explain to you. That's all I'm going to say it. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm going to be quiet now, and here we go.
She's been inside a lot of scary buildings over the years, but she says this one felt worse than anywhere she'd ever been. And she says it before anything even happens in the voice people use, when they already know they shouldn't have come.
Does that look like somebody standing there? Go straight. So you come down, I will see the chapel on my left. Okay, go straight.
The first thing that's wrong is small. There's a light on somewhere inside the building, And when she finds the switch that's supposed to control it, the switch is off. She stops for a second to work out what that means, then decides she doesn't want to.
Oh, pardon my French, but mother effer. Holy shit. This is it, you guys. It is locked. Josh, can you please, you're not helping me here. Oh my God. This is as scary as it is. Fuck. Oh my God. I don't see any steps. Oh God. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Can you give me a sign? Well, there is a light switch, but the switch is off.
And keeps walking deeper inside. She gets lost almost right away. The place twists back on itself with doors already hanging open that she doesn't want to touch, and somewhere in the dark a woman can be heard screaming. It isn't faint and it isn't far enough away to ignore. She calls out to Josh through the camera and asks if he heard it too. He did, watching from outside on a feed with its own delay. He heard the same scream she did.
Of course, the door is wide open. Shit. Yep. Okay, Josh. Did you hear that? I swear to God, I heard a woman's voice. Is there somebody in here? Hello? How do you feel that Josh isn't patrolling here anymore? The door was open. Both doors were open. So I don't want to open and close any doors. Who's here? Who's ready to enter those doors? Is anybody here? Is a little boy or girl here? Do you miss Josh not coming around? Okay. Okay, Josh, where do I go? Down the stairs and to the right? I don't know what the hell. That's where the woman was screaming at. Yeah, I heard this woman screaming. Where do I go? Is anyone in here? Security. I just heard something behind me. Where do I go? Where do you want me to go, babe? This is messed up. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Sorry, you guys, for my language, but if you knew how it felt. Who's in there?
After that, she stops talking to the camera, starts talking to the building. Is anyone here? Are you lost? What do you want? At the end of one long hallway, a figure can be seen standing perfectly, still too far away to make out her face close enough that she doesn't wait around to see one. She notices light coming from a room that should be empty. She hears something move behind her in a hallway she already walked through. By the time she finds her way out, she's soaked in sweat and shaking so hard she can barely talk.
Who are you? Are you lost? I heard something. Are you lost? What do you want? I just seen a light coming from somewhere. Okay. I'm lost. You're gonna have to help guide me back because I don't know where the fuck I am. Forgive my language, you guys. This is, if you knew how this shit felt. Okay, I think I know where I am now. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Looked like there's something standing there. What the hell's going on? What happened?
The fucking dog was barking and growling or something. It wasn't the fucking sirens. And then I kept fucking, on the live, I kept hearing fucking, as soon as you were coming up there, I heard a woman.
Yes, me
I was hearing
too.
fucking screaming things.
Yes.
Saying yes. I was telling, in the lights. That fucking,
I didn't hear a yes, but I heard that woman screaming. The only reason I started getting huff and puff was you're like, get out of there now.
Yeah.
I thought the cops were coming.
No.
In the moment,
thing that
she thought
finally
meant
broke
the
her
police
wasn't
were
the
on their
figure,
way.
it was Josh's voice in her
There
ear
were
telling
no
her
police.
to get out
It was
now,
just the
which
two
in
of
the
them.
moment she thought meant
One
the police
inside
were on
and
their
one
way.
watching
There were
from
no
the car,
police, it was just the
both
two
hearing
of
the
them,
same
one
woman
inside
scream
and one
in a
watching
building
from
where
the
no
car,
woman
both
should
hearing
have
the
been.
same woman scream
Nobody
in a
knows
building
who
where
was
no woman
screaming
should
that
have been.
night.
Nobody knows who was
Nobody
screaming that
knows
night.
what was
Nobody
standing at
knows
the
what
end
was
of that
standing at the
hallway,
end of that
or
hallway,
why a light was on in a room with the switch turned off.
The switch turned
Josh
off. Josh
worked that place alone,
night
night after night,
after
for
watching
years.
Terry fall apart
After
in there
watching
in a single
Terry
visit,
fall
he
apart in
finally
there in a
understood
single
why it
visit,
never really left
he
him.
finally... Case 4, the kitchen.
This next one is short and it's over almost before it starts, which is exactly what makes it stick.
Attends, je crois que c'est à lui le truc. Ça marche combien de secondes tout à l'heure? Ça marche. Je vais essayer de retourner chez moi. Ouais, mais vous n'avez pas un truc pour les clés serrures? Parce qu'en fait, on n'a pas les clés. C'est vrai, tout là? Oui. Elle est où là? D'accord, très bien, il n'y a pas de problème. Non, mais il n'y a pas de problème, très bien, allez. Bonne soirée. Oui, bah ça va, c'est Gaël qui m'a dit qu'elle était fermée. Je dis pas rien, moi. C'est lui qui réboue sa race.
C'est pas bon, on ne boit pas.
Ah mais lui il boit pas beaucoup d'habitude. Ouais, baissez. Ouais, baissez.
Il est trop dans le mal.
Ouais, carrément, franchement il est pas bien du tout, le gamin.
Ah ouais?
Non, bah non, justement. Je voulais avoir ce moment et je l'ai pas eu.
Vraiment ce moment.
Et je l'ai pas eu. Je suis assez confus de l'épaule.
The police were called out to a house during a night party, the kind of call that's usually nothing, a noise complaint that ends with everyone going home.
Maintenant je pense qu'on va rentrer tranquillement. What? C'est vous? Excusez-moi, est-ce que vous avez fait la caméra? Ouais, bien sûr. Bon. What? Il y a de l'ambiance chez vous, monsieur? Bah ouais. Ouais, vous voulez venir avec nous ou pas? Bah écoutez, non. What? Wow!
In the footage, the officers can be seen moving through the house slowly, and even before anything happens, something about the place feels off. One of the officers seems to feel it too, moving carefully without really knowing why. Then he steps toward the kitchen, and in that same second, the entire rack over the counter comes down. Nobody is standing near it, no hand anywhere close.
And in that same
timing is what
second, the
people
entire
can't get
rack
past
over
the
the
exact
counter
moment
comes
he crossed
down.
into that room.
Nobody is standing
Something in
near
there
it.
had been
No hand
waiting for
anywhere
him
close.
to come close enough.
And the
Whatever
timing is
pulled
what
it
people
loose
can't
never
get
enters
past.
the frame.
Case 5, Room 209.
September 14th. 2003 started out as a completely normal day at the hotel until the front desk started getting complaints about screaming coming from room 209.
What room is that? It's the room right bathroom, 209. Johnny, copy. It's room 209. He says nobody checked into that room, and there's reports saying he's coming from that room. He's on his way down there right now. What's going on, John?
The strange part was that
The
room
strange part was that
209
room
was empty.
209 was
Nobody
empty.
had checked into
Nobody
it, so
had
the
checked
manager
into
did
it.
what anyone
So
running
the
a hotel
manager
would
did
do
what
and sent a
anyone running a
security guard
hotel would
named
do
John up to the
and sent
second
a
floor
security
to
guard
see
named
what was
John
going
up
on
to
while
the
a
second
woman named
floor
Amy
to see
stayed
what
on
was
the
going
radio
on.
to pass messages
While a
back
woman
and
named
forth
Amy
between Amy tells John that nobody's registered in 209, that there shouldn't be a single person in there. John goes up anyway a moment later. He gets back on the radio and says he can hear the screaming now too coming from inside the empty room, and Amy confirms she can hear it through his microphone. They are told to wait for the police, but John, if someone's being hurt on the other side of that door waiting could get them killed, so he goes in.
John's got to enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John?
police right now, if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there.
For a few seconds there's nothing, then his voice comes back on the radio and it's changed. He tells Amy to call the police right now. He says there's no one inside, but the furniture has been flipped completely upside down, the carpet has been ripped up off the floor, the shower is running in an empty bathroom, and there's nobody in there who could have done any of it. As John steps into the rec room that was locked and empty, something described only as a white shade can be seen, leaving it some. People who've watched the footage swear it was a single figure, others are just as sure there was more than one man.
Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
Over the years, the hotel got other reports of strange sounds tied to that same room from guests who never stayed in it and staff who worked nearby, but this one recording a security guard walking into a locked empty room that had been torn apart from the inside while it screamed is the only piece of it that was ever caught on tape. Amy's last words on the radio were that she was officially freaked out. John never explained what turned that room over, and nobody has since.
Case 6. The man who kept getting up.
On March 16th, 2023, the police were called out to a house after a report that a young man was behaving in a way that didn't make any sense.
Hey, stop right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped.
John, he just jumped from the banister again. Relax. What's going on? Why are you jumping like that? Are you hurt?
In the Bodycam footage, the officers walk in to find him standing by the railing on a staircase. Without any warning, he climbs up onto it and drops, jumping down onto the floor below. And then a little while later, he does it again. His family tells the officers he's already done it several times in the last half hour. Earlier, he jumped off the deck outside a drop of 7 or 8 feet, got back up, and did it again. He hurt his shoulder badly enough that they took him to the emergency room where he was checked over and sent home, and even that didn't stop him. The strangest part isn't the jumping, it's how still he goes in between.
Want to talk outside? What's going on? Are you hurt? You not talking to me is not going to solve anything. We have to figure out what's going on. That's not normal. Do you want to talk to me, or are you just going to stand there? Back up. Hey, relax. I'm not trying to fight you or anything, okay? Because that obviously wasn't normal, what I just saw.
Yeah, he jumped 3 times in the space of last half an hour.
Okay, are you injured at all?
He hurt his left shoulder blade.
Okay.
Doing cartwheeling, and I took him to emergency. They checked him out, he's fine. But that didn't stop him from jumping again. He also jumped outside from the
Can you
the
just...
deck. Few times. The deck is like 7-8 feet down. The land is 7-8 feet down.
Okay.
He jumped that and then he started jumping here.
Over here.
The officers try to talk to him and he won't answer. He stares right into their eyes and says nothing. He isn't threatening anyone, and he isn't asking for anything. He just stands there watching them, and every so often his hands slowly close into fists on their own. One of the officers keeps his voice calm and steady, telling him that whatever this is, it isn't worth it, that nobody thinks he's a criminal, that they only want to make sure he's okay. The young man barely responds when he finally does. Moves toward the officer, slow and silent, in a way that puts everyone in the room on edge without a single word being said.
Hey, nobody's in trouble or anything. The fact that you keep moving and shuffling towards me like you're about to swing on me or something is disturbing for me. I see what you're doing. You're trying to get into some type of position to try and flank me or whatever you're trying to do. And we're not going to go down this route, okay? Or you're going to try and run. You're not going anywhere right now, okay? Hey.
Stop resisting! You're under arrest. You are under arrest, buddy. I gotta get in the head position.
Hands now!
I got this hand. Alright, stop fighting. Just relax, okay?
His parents are watching all of this happen in their own home, and they can't explain it. The officers can't explain it either. He isn't drunk, he isn't making demands, he's thrown himself off things hard enough to hurt himself, and gone right back from all while looking at people like he's staring straight through them. When he finally lunges, it takes several officers to hold him down, and he's taken into custody. The report lists the charges, but it doesn't, and it can't explain what everyone in that house actually watched that night. A man standing silent in his own home, staring, throwing himself off things that should have hurt him, and getting back up every single time.
Watched Case 7. Say My Name.
My Name on September 1st, 2022, a man walked into a Walmart, picked up something he had no way to pay for, and then simply refused to leave. The staff called the police, but by the time the officers arrived, the stolen item was the least strange thing about him.
What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, check this out. Look at me real quick. Hey, anything that you're willing to buy, they don't want you to buy it. So I need you to come to the front. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm to the front. Just come with me right now. I'm Temple. I was trying to tell 677 when I'm trying to tell you. I think the gentleman is gonna walk with me to the front of the store. Shoes pay for them. Nah, they don't want you to, they're not gonna let you buy them. Why is that? They don't want you to buy them. Well, I'll just skin them. Like I'm supposed to get them by rights. I got them. Put them down. Side. You can't buy them. Yeah, they're not gonna let you buy them. I'm taking it. Listen, this is where if you don't listen to me, you go to jail. So put them down. I'm taking it. Listen. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You don't have any time. Hey.
The strange part was that he wouldn't tell anyone his name. They take him down to the floor and cuff him quickly, and from there the whole thing turns into one long standoff over a single question. What's your name? He won't answer it. Instead, he keeps saying the same thing back to them over and over, telling the officer to say his name as if the officer already knows it, and is just refusing to say it out loud.
Stop. You can roll over. I'm not trying to choke you. But if you're gonna act like that, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. Stop. Stupid, call your name. You're gonna roll him over. Say your name. Say your name. You only got this way. Say your name. Say your name. Say your name. Say your name. Stay close. Say my name. Hey, if you don't give up, you're gonna be tased. You're gonna get tased. Calm down. You good? 531-215. I don't know. Let me hold traffic still. Got it. I'm not familiar with him.
They ask him again. They explain pretty patiently that the jail won't release him if they don't know who he is, that he'll end up sitting in a cell until he tells them something he doesn't care. When they finally push hard enough, the name he gives them isn't really a name at all. Mighty. Mo. There's no last name that stays the same twice, no date of birth, no address, nothing they can check against anything real. At one point, he says something the officer clearly doesn't know what to do with. He tells them there are a lot more of us than there are of you, not more of me, more of us. The officer lets it slide and gets back to the paperwork, but on the recording, that one line lands like a crack in an otherwise ordinary arrest. A man with no name and no ID calmly claiming to speak for something bigger than just himself. The part that never adds up is how little of it fits together. He had no money, no card, no way to buy the thing he wouldn't put down, and no way to prove he was anybody. He wasn't violent the way people usually get when they accord. He was locked onto one idea, that his name was something the officers were supposed to already know, and that saying it was their job, not as they put him in the car still asking, and he rides off still refusing. He goes to jail under a name that means nothing. A man who showed up out of nowhere, wanted nothing he could actually pay for, and wouldn't let a single officer find out who he really was, as far as any record shows. They never did.
Case 8. The Stop.
2024, what should have been a simple speeding stop turned into something the officers couldn't quite make sense of. They pulled a woman over on a road she didn't seem to want to explain being on, and almost right away the whole thing stopped acting like a normal traffic stop. She tells the officer she doesn't have time for this and tries to leave. When they move to arrest her, she fights it, and from there the recording turns into a long string of things she says that never quite connect to each other. One minute she's furious and in real pain, the next she's calm and almost friendly, talking about a place she used to belong to, about being proposed to twice, about a night she got filmed somewhere. She says her name is Elizabeth, then in the same breath calls herself Monica, then something else, then says she doesn't even know what the initial stands for, that is Russian, and asks if is there today to a group of people who have no idea who she's talking about. She keeps swinging back and forth between wanting to go home, wanting to go to the hospital, and wanting her mom and dad called. She asks the officers more than once whether they even have jobs. She talks to the people standing right in front of her, and she talks to people who aren't there at all. None of it lines up, and the officers spend the whole stop a step behind her, answering a version of the conversation that keeps changing on them. There's nothing in the footage anyone can point to in cold proof of anything. No shadow, no voice on a recorder, no object sliding across a table on its own. What actually gets under people's skin is quieter than that. It's watching someone hold several conversations at the same time, when only one of them is with the officers right in front of her, and slowly getting the feeling that the rest are with someone the camera can't see. She was charged with obstruction, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. On paper the case is clean and simple, the footage is anything but whatever she spent that night answering to. Most of it clearly wasn't in those were 8 unbelievable bodycam moments that still leave more questions than answers. Which case shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next upload. Thanks for watching the Male Sigma, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. See you in the next video.